All right, y'all, we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so BLCS is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%, aka fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of every 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of every 100 women that see our ad actually have a non-zero chance of actually buying from us. So we gotta get this unique CTRL number up as high as possible, so we maximize the number of women who actually have a non-zero chance of buying from us. And we got to get above 6%. 6% is literally the minimum. That is the lowest we should ever be. And that's because a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. Now, this is super common. Unique CTRL under 6% is because everyone I'm seeing is making these same mistakes, but nobody knows that they're making the mistakes. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, BLCA. All right, so overall, we got our universe starting here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Next, we also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it and we've already done it a bunch of times. It's worked every time. And the way treatment works is we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ad, and we leave the original and we actually do Boudoir Pico treatment on the duplicated ad, which takes about a week. At the end, we keep whichever one running as the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes and we achieve PCA, pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Now, basically, we finally got our unique CTRL above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So here we go. My residency, first part of it. Go out there in the wild, find a Boudoir Facebook ad, bring it back to the hospital, test it. We found the first one had a unique CTRL of 4.3%. So unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So took that, treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found that the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of ad spend. And as a result, if they were spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 6,300 bucks a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad in order to get their ad into the same number of women's brains. And that difference, that delta, 3,700 bucks a month, they no longer have to spend. You can just keep it in the pocket every single month, 3,700, 3,700, 3,700. At the end of 12 months, it's like a 40K kind of phantom bonus, Boudoir Pico bonus, whatever, back in their pocket that they didn't have to do no extra work for. Second part of my residency, found a second Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. So unique CTRL under 6%, we know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got the treatment though. Boudoir Pico takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. 84%. And as a result, we are actually increasing. Well, that means that if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend $1,600 a month on with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So that's $8,400 a month savings. They no longer have to spend. Eliminate that. That was all being wasted back in the boudoir photographer's pocket every single month. And it was like a phantom profit, a boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, it's like a 100K bonus back in their pocket that they no longer have to spend. Finally, we got had a patient come through to my hospital, and his unique CTRL is 5.03%. So again, unique CTRL under 6%. BLCS is present. Boudoir low click syndrome. But we know what to do. We got the treatment, Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out his original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 67% of its ad spend. So if you spend 10 grand a month on that original, you now only need to spend $3,300 a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. Now, as a result, the $6,700 a month is literally, back in the boudoir photographer's pocket because they don't have to spend it. Have like a phantom bonus, like a Boudoir Pico bonus. And after 12 months, it's like 80K extra bonus. So after doing this a bunch, we found out the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And as a result, look at these numbers right here. We got wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And take the average of these numbers, probably somewhere between 50 to 60%. So wasting about 50% of its ad spend, that means if you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then they are literally literally 5K is being wasted every single month. We can eliminate that, eliminate 100% of that. So approximately 5K is being wasted every month. And we can put that back, approximately that amount back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket by having them no longer need to spend it, no longer need to spend that. So it'd be, again, a phantom profit, like a Boudoir Pico profit. And at the end of 12 months, it's like 60K phantom profit, 60K Boudoir Pico profit. So now we're gonna diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has a, see if we believe it has has BLCS or not. So first thing we're looking at, we got below creative cluster down here. The below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we believe that we're trusting that what Facebook tells us we should fill out when setting up our ad is actually the best thing for us to fill out. But no, that's a mistake. It's the worst thing to do for us. It's the best thing for us to do for Facebook. Because the consequences of us doing this are we get way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad, pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, increases the probability we have BLCS, and Facebook, since more women scrolling by our Facebook ads per unit time, Facebook's able to serve more ads per unit time, making more money per unit time while we waste more money per unit time. We never, ever want to follow anything Facebook recommends for us. It's recommended us because it's good for Facebook. Next, looking at the photo here, the creative. We got enter to win a boudoir session. All right. Yep. So we got words. So mistake here. We got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we falsely believe that making our ad look like an ad is a smart play. And it's the number one way to bring in buyers. And the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is looking around all the other boudoir Facebook ads. We see out there everyone else looking like ads. Their ads look like ads. And guess what? Every other Boudoir Facebook ad I have seen the back-end metrics for or tested myself, 100% have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, unique CTRL under 6%. It's because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. Everyone. So, doing this mistake, we're causing more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, our um, increasing our probability of BLCS Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we got the see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile newsfeed before it gets cut off with ... See more. Women within 50 miles of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We know we have free Boudoir experience at our Fond du Lac studio. All right, so we got literally one point of context here. So mistake I'm seeing is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we falsely believe that we're providing enough context for the optimized amount of women, of the correct women to come through, click somewhere on our ad so our ad gets into their brain. And we're not doing that. We're not accomplishing that. So the consequence is we're going to have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, we are actually going to, as a result, we're actually going to it's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, but yeah, under 6%, increase the probability we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, and it's going to be wasting our buckaroos. So after looking at all these things, so I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6%, aka has BLCS, has Boudoir low click syndrome. Yes, I do. I believe this, showing all the signs of Boudoir low click syndrome. The 3 out of 10 minimum, 3 out of 10 page 1 slots on Google search minimum, because basically everyone else is going to have 1 slot. If we got 3, we're dominating them. And the ultra rare trench, someone has 2 slots on page 1. Well, we're going to have 3. We're still dominating them. So 3 out of 10, and that 3 out of 10 minimum is really the best for all scenarios. Obviously, it's the best to get even higher, but 3 out of 10 is kind of the minimum where we want to get to. And a boudoir photographer with BSV is a visible boudoir photographer, a VBP. So this is our micro universe here. A disappearing boudoir photographer with boudoir search sameness is caused by the dual horns of market saturation and the false belief of page 1 equality. People thought they simply had to accept having 0 and 1 slots page 1 on Google. 100% incorrect. We now know that. We developed a solution, S-cubed methodology. We achieve page 1 visibility. We become visible boudoir photographers with boudoir search visibility. All right, my results now utilizing S-cubed methodology. For myself, I wanted to take over page 1 on Google for this